Then we have London close. London close, pretty much as you can see this, guys, that's literally almost like me now, right? Getting a little bit out of power here. So obviously London close, these guys want to go home at some point. So what does London close usually do? Again, London session guys, they're having their position in the market all the time. At some point they want to go home. And what do they need to do in order to go home? They need to close their positions. So they need to mitigate their positions, right? So that's when they have the imbalances whatsoever. They're not efficient price, deliver price in this point. They want to go home. They need to clean up their shit. They need to mitigate and then close their shares and say, thank you, we go home. So that's why London close usually mitigates something. Okay, what does that mean in other words? Right? So as you can see here, as our normal plays, you have the same thing all over again. Isn't it funny? Right, again, internal break of structures, whatever later. Proper mitigation here. Then this, of course, right, this valid break of structure and a false pullback, like clockwork, like New York trap term, gives the reversal. Inducement, perfect. And then the mitigation, as you can see here, imbalance, London close to the minute, to the apps. Oh, sorry. No, London close, by the way, is a 5 p.m. UTC plus 2, right? So literally you can calculate yourself, like the moment London opens, right? And obviously it's 8 hours after that. And then of course, this is London close. To the minute they mitigate whatever the imbalances and then price continues lower, right? So it's like literally, seems unbelievable. That is real life though. Look at it like this. What is going on here? False push to the downside, right? This time in a little bit middle. London, Frankfurt Open and London Open, doesn't matter. So what is going on here? Building up these equal lows in here, giving like a slight reaction. This builds the demand area with the imbalances. London guys want to go home. Look at this, by the way, New York trap time, right? Almost to the minute. And again, London wants to close the session, wants to go home 15 minutes before they go home. What do? They mitigate the positions out of there. Price can reverse. Crazy. They make it sometimes so obvious. It's literally insane. UTC plus 2. Again, we give you these indicators later. So you have all these indicators. You don't need to draw it yourself anyways. You get the Asia range drawn automatically. You get these boxes drawn automatically. So you don't need to bother too much about it. Now again, for you, there will be a box in here then, right? And again, there will be a box in here and there will be a purple line in here. Like literally, sounds crazy, but that's literally what it is. So anyways, okay. So again, guess what we have in here? Same thing all over again, building up, right? Again, one is the high in here, right? A little bit later than London, doesn't matter. It's the same shit all over again. What do we have? Again, now breaking price lower, lower, lower until when? When are they done inducing? New York trap time. 50 minutes short of it. Okay, what do they do afterwards? Pushing price higher. What is going on? London wants to close. Smart money trap, and this time FFS. FFS in here, perfect. This imbalances after the inducement. Always the same stuff. Gets mitigated by London close to the minute, almost 50 minutes before they're closing their session. They say, yeah, we need to get our positions out of there. Mitigating, can push price lower. Crazy. All right, another one, same thing all over again. What is going on here? Is it even surprising anymore? Frankfurt Open this time to the minute, same shit all over again, right? Inducing Asia highs, building the channel in the process, internal break of structures, mitigation of that inducement. Awesome, pushing price lower like craziness until when? This time London Open and New York Open, sorry, if you can look at the time in here. This time is New York Open. It's totally fine, right? But guess what? Channeling upwards. This is the inducement. Gets mitigated after the internal break of structure. It's always the same, guys. Do you see that? Again, this is the inducement in New York Open this time. Internal break of structures. This creates an imbalance. Gets filled to the pip. Okay, when does this happen, by the way? New York trap time. Interesting enough, just look at the clock and you will get that perfect entry like to the minute and to the pip. Okay, what's the next target? The demand areas. Until when? London session closes. 5 minutes before they're closing the session, they're mitigating this demand areas. Okay, push price lower. Just insane. So London close also can become a late New York reversal low. It doesn't need to be always a mitigation. It also can be an inducement or reversal. Okay, so when this happens, it usually acts as an inducement, not a mitigation. So London close can also have something different. So can be look like this. As you can see here, what a surprise. It's always the same stuff, building the channel, inducement in London open. It's really always the same, right? So then building the equal lows in here, faking the pullback, making the inducement here after this equal lows, inducement, mitigation of the inducement. Guess what? There's the reaction. There's your proper mitigation here. Again, fails after with this one in here. Doesn't matter. They want to induce high to push price where? Lower until, again, at least this area is in here. But of course, they go for the next valid structure point. This was here one. And when do they do it? 10 minutes before they're closing the session. So they say, thank you. You want to get out of there. The moment they're doing that, price will reverse. So this is how it acts as an inducement. So it can act like this. Again, if this is Asia range in here, it's always the same. You saw that like 15 quadrillion times so far. London open will make a false reaction. New York trap time can make obviously this trap in here. Then London close also can be the inducement in here. And then of course price can go higher afterwards. Of course, everything will make more sense the moment we're looking to the left, a little bit more intense. And sometimes you will get an inducement and a mitigation. So we can also have something like this. And again, the inducement happens in here. We look at the clock. It's not even London close yet, right? So what can happen? Of course, this gives us a pullback. And then again, now it is London close. It's 17 o'clock to the minute. So what do? They mitigate their inducement area. It's always the same, like clockwork, right? We mark out the mitigation zone. London closes. They want to go home, mitigate the inducement, right? And then obviously they can reverse after that. It's literally like clockwork and helps you so much to identify it just on an intraday aspect of it, right? It's again, same thing all over again. And this, for example, will be a very good one later, and you will freak out about this example later.